Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. But watching my story, y'all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul. They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'm enhancing my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't afford it. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gon' be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes, letting y'all know it's okay, you can come up from the bottom. Whoa, scraping, scratching, clawing. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balance, I started with falling. Started with broke before I ever was balling. Started with hope before ever rewarded. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story, y'all winners. Why you ain't say nothing? Classic. I'm only gonna do this once.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, well, I'm made different. I work too hard, ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree. Yeah, I'm out here planting seeds, cause I got a lot to leave. I be putting in long miles, I ain't gotta stop to breathe. I be putting in long hours, I ain't gotta stop to sleep. Yeah, I put in that time, put in work, I'm a different breed. My work ethic marine, mama mentality, shout out to people.
Hey y'all,
like sweat,
hit the like and subscribe button.
I'm in the gym working out clean. Bad
Classic,
work,
really
5 combinations, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. I'm made different, I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly classic.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Classic with Classic Code Sports. Make sure you tap in, hit the like and subscribe button. If you are watching this from the Classic Codes, make sure you slide over to Classic Code Sports and give that channel a subscribe as well. Welcome to everybody in the chat. Again, knock out the free stuff for me. Hit like and subscribe. I will be calling this fight blow by blow. Right now, Nakatani is walking to the ring. Obviously, I won't be playing any of the audio or anything like that. It's a very lively affair, jam-packed event out there in Japan right now. Yeah, man, Nakatani walking to the ring draped in glittery gold and white. And I believe Inoue is wearing some gold as well. But Nakatani still making his ring walk. So we have not missed anything. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Y'all can make sure y'all talk to me in the chat. 333 is how they greet me. I am Classic for those who are here for the first time tapping in simply for this fight. I call a lot of the big fights and even some of the small ones. I will be calling Benavidez and Zerto
later on. And I got to look into the undercards because I may be calling the undercards of that fight as well. So yeah, man, make sure y'all tap in with me and turn on notifications so that you don't have to miss things I do later on, man. Again, hit the like and subscribe button. But yeah, Nakatani walking to the ring. I'm sure they probably have some national anthems they have to do and all types of things like that. So yeah, man, we got a little bit of time here. What's going on, chat? Anybody in here that's a part of chat 333? Let me know. Holla at me, man. Holla at me. Quiet in the chat. Y'all here strictly for the commentary, huh? Mic check. Let me make sure my mic good. Let me send this out to my dog. I know he gonna want to see the fight call if he awake. You know what I mean? This fight is being featured on DAZN. So if y'all got a subscription to the DAZN app, y'all can actually watch this fight, as I call it, blow by blow. No puffy. Yes, Lord, man. Hit the like and subscribe button. Turn my likes up, chat. Turn my likes up. While these men are walking to the ring, I'm going to just play a little bit of music, and we're going to vibe out, man. The chat is not very interactive. They just want to hear the fight, and I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you at all. We're going to play a little bit of music. Inoue is about to walk to the ring now. When these gentlemen get ready to start bumping, I'll be letting y'all know how it's going. Let's look at the betting odds real quick. Before we play music, let's look at the betting odds while Inoue walks to the ring, and let's see what it looks like. May have to make a live wager, if it calls for it. Let's see here. Let's see what the odds look like on the betting side, chat. Anybody put bread on this fight? Anybody bet on this fight at all? Already? Like anybody got a parlay going that got this fight involved with it? So right now at this point, before the fight begins, this looks like this fight is supposed to start in about 7 minutes. But before this fight begins, Inoue is money line minus 400, meaning you have to bet 400 to win 100 on Inoue, and Nakatani is plus 300, just straight money line. Inoue by knockout is plus 110. Inoue by decision is plus 175. So it looks like the casinos believe that Inoue will win this fight by decision. Nakatani by knockout is plus 550, and Nakatani by decision is plus 800. So it looks like the casino believes if Nakatani is going to win, he's going to have to stop Inoue, based on the pre-fight bets at this point and based on how the bets are filing in. Who do y'all have in this fight, chat? Is anybody aware of who Naoya Inoue is and Nakatani? Oh, this typo is egregious, and y'all wasn't gonna say nothing. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy, chat. Kind of crazy. Damn, it's a lot of people there. They just cut the lights off and showed everybody with their cell phone lights up. That joint sold out. Inoue got a whole concert going on before he walked to the ring. Somebody out here playing guitar and all that. They going crazy. They going absolutely crazy. I know a lot of people clicked on the link thinking they was going to get a bootleg of the fight, but I'm just calling the fight play-by-play. So y'all not going to get to watch no bootleg, but y'all will get to get a live update of what's going on with the fight. I know a lot of people are still asleep, and a lot of people that are awake to watch this or that are interested in this are probably foreign. So I don't really expect too much activity in the chat, but we shall see. We shall see. Let's see here. Yeah, Inoue hasn't started walking yet. They still doing a whole concert rendition or whatever the case may be. So Inoue hasn't started walking just yet. There we go. KBI, somebody in the chat I know. What's going on? 333. What's happening with it? Yeah, just going over the betting odds for the fight. I wonder what the odds is for a knockdown. I don't know if anybody gets stopped in this fight, but I do believe that maybe a knockdown or two could be produced. So the odds for Inoue to win with over 1.5 knockdowns is plus 170. So 2 knockdowns in the fight, no matter who it is. But Inoue to be the winner with that happening is plus 170. Inoue to win with under 2 knockdowns, plus 100. Nakatani to win with over 2 knockdowns, plus 750. And Nakatani to win with under 1.5 knockdowns is plus 550. Inoue walking to the ring looks like he's wearing black and gold. So it's a lot happening, man. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button one more time before the fight gets started. Do all the free stuff for
Hey,
me.
y'all. Hit the like and subscribe button while you're here. Classic really appreciates it.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, man. Hit that button for me. Push the button. Rashid, what's going on? I know they very familiar with each other. It should be a good rumble. Yeah, I think it's going to go 12, though. You think somebody going to get clipped? You think somebody going to get clipped? I think it's going 12, gang. I ain't going to lie to you. In my opinion. That's just what I think. I think we got a 12-rounder. I think them boys going to be throwing a lot of hot shit and getting out the way because, like you said, familiarity. The boys going to know where the work coming from. Unless somebody really revamp themselves in training or whatever the case may be, I think we in for a good scrap. And let me see what the odds on the draw is, chat. Let's see what the odds are, the betting odds on the draw. Real quick. Inoue almost to the ring. He's walking, taking his time. It's a nice long ring walk. This is a very big arena, and it is jam-packed out there in Japan. Inoue being a huge star, and Nakatani not being no small fish himself. You know what I'm saying? So this is big for the nation of Japan, and shout out to them. But let's see what the odds is on a draw, chat. We didn't look at the odds on a draw. You know, you would have to put in the knockdown-based bets. I believe you would have to put those in now before this fight actually begins. I am live on the DAZN app. I'm not bootlegging the fight. So if I'm a little bit ahead of you, if y'all watching this fight by, you know, other means, it is what it is. The draw is plus 1,600 for this fight to be a draw. So if you bet $5, you'll get $85. Just a nice little 5-piece bet on the draw. You know what I'm saying? You know how you slide that little 5-piece roulette chip to the 00 on the just in case? Yeah, so Rashid said, yeah, they very familiar with each other for sure. Y'all talk to me, chat. I'll be talking to y'all in between rounds. Obviously, as the fight goes, I'll be giving y'all the play-by-play. These guys are smaller men, so there's going to be probably a lot of punches thrown and a lot of exchanges. And with that being said, I'm not going to be able to get every single punch, but I am going to call out the significant work, if you will. In Too Deep, what's going on? 333, what up? Everybody turn my likes up. Turn my likes up. So before this fight begins, as they make announcements, if y'all making bets, y'all need to place them, or you can go with the live betting. I think for this fight, if I do bet, I think I'm going to go live. And obviously, I'll show y'all what I wager. Y'all know I bet small. So for the people out there doing the 50s, the 100s, the 1000s, y'all do y'all thing. I keep betting fun and financially responsible. So, you know, if I could turn a 5 into a 50, that's cool with me. Full tank of gas it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with all the everything else. Y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and if anybody's dealing with any gambling addictions, make sure y'all call the gambling addiction hotline and get the support that you need. You know, we don't want anybody putting themselves in a situation they can't get out of. Trying to turn a 20 to a 2000. You feel me? So everybody stay focused out there, man. Stay focused. Let me see. Yeah, they doing a national anthem right now, so we still got a few minutes. How y'all see this fight, though? Rashid, who you got winning? KBI, who you got winning? What's y'all last-minute predictions on this one? Who y'all got winning this Inoue fight? What's y'all last-minute predictions on this one? Speak now. Don't wait till the jabs start flying. Talk to me. Is everybody going with the cliche in a way? Or do anybody got Nakatani, you know what I'm saying, coming out here and putting on a demonstration? I ain't going to hold you. I think I got $5 on a Nakatani by knockout. I got $5 on Nakatani by knockout. Inoue known for getting his ass clipped. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he get clipped and can't get up this time. I got 5 on it, though. $5 to get you $47.50. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put, that's the plus 850. Let's get active on that. And then shit, we going to go before the fight start. We gonna put shit on that draw. The draw plus 1,400. The draw odds just changed right before our very eyes. On that draw, we gonna put $5 on the draw. You know what I'm saying? So we got Nakatani by knockout, or we got a draw. You know what I'm saying? That's my pre-fight bet, and then I might make a live bet. So let me show y'all what we doing right here, chat. Hold on. Damn. Hold on. Sorry, YouTube notifications, all type of shit popping up. That's what we doing right there, chat. Let's bet it. Let's bet it. And I ain't rooting for nobody, but I'm just, you know, if you're going to win some money, if you're going to win some decent bread off some small bets, you got to go against the odds. You know what I mean? Anything can happen. This is the sport of boxing. Nakatani has never been dropped in his career. Inoue had to pick himself up a few times. So, yeah. Inoue had to pick himself up a few times. So, yeah, man, we going to see. Maybe he can get it done. The guys are getting the Vaseline put on their face. Referee finna give final instructions. It's about to be a rumble, chat. It's about to be a rumble, chat. How y'all feeling, man?
Let's get ready to rumble.
Rashid said, I don't have no real prediction. Just want to see a good fight. You watching it or you just listening to it? What you got going on? You watching it or you just listening to it? Yeah, turn them likes up, though, for sure. There's more people watching than hitting that like button. Go on double tap, even if you're just passing through. Even if you're just passing through, it ain't going to hurt nobody. Yes, Lord. Oh, they got a brother in here refereeing. He got the WBO, IBF patch on. He might not even be no brother, though. He might be one of them black Japanese folk. You know, them Japanese folks get dark like me now. Y'all better, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Yeah, man. Nakatani, you know what I'm saying, biting down, getting ready, you know what I mean, for what's happening. In Too Deep said, I don't watch either one of them. I have a gambling problem, so I don't gamble. Well, that's good. Self-awareness. Self-awareness. Here go the link to my sports channel for those that are watching at the Classic Code. Slide over to Classic Code Sports when you can and go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. We're on the road to 1K and monetization on the sports side. Rashid said, I'm watching. You may want to go back and catch that Taki versus Wang fight. That was a good one right before this. Yeah, I had peeped the end of it. You know, I was in the gym working out, and then I slid over and I peeped the end of it. Yeah, I seen they was getting them on. I didn't see the decision, though. I had to jump in the shower. I didn't see the decision, but shit, I'll go back and tap in. They making the final announcements, man. It's about to go down. It's a showdown, and it's about to go down, chat. So we ain't got no predictions in the chat. Y'all say y'all just want to see a good fight. And that's the thing about the fighters being in Japan. They have their whole country to fight in front of, and I'm sure these gentlemen are making good money, you know what I mean, out there in Japan. These two gentlemen don't necessarily have a real reason. Look at the crowd. They don't really have a real reason to come over here to get no bread or to prove nothing. But if they want to be absolutely known as the world's greatest, they do need to slide to the Americas. You know what I'm saying? They do. They need to slide. So we shall see. Inoue's body language is hard to read. Inoue's body language is hard to read. Nakatani looks very focused. I don't know. It's hard to read Inoue. He's looking down a lot. Looks like he's thinking. Obviously thinking about the task at hand. But I don't know. It's not screaming confidence to me. Nakatani just looks like he just ready. You know what I'm saying? He just looked ready. Seemed like he already pretty clear on what he finna go try to do. And he just looks ready. Inoue, you know, staying warm. Obviously, you can interpret boxers moving around a lot in the ring as jitters, but a lot of time they just trying to stay warm. But I don't know. It's hard to read. He said, you think Bam will go up there and fight Inoue? I want to see that fight. I think Bam bigger than Inoue, ain't he? Or is he smaller? I think he bigger, right? I have to look into that. That's the fight I want to see, though. I want to see Bam Inoue, or I want to see Inoue Tank. I think Inoue can go and fight at 130 if he want to really be great. Tank not a big guy. Tank can make 130. I want to see that. But I don't know if Tank gonna test itself like that, and I don't know if Inoue gonna test itself like that. The nature of the beast right now. All right, fellas, they getting ready to rumble. We finna start round one. We about to start round one. Let's get it chopping, chat. Here we go. I'm gonna say Wei for Inoue, and I'm gonna say Tani for Nakatani. Both men coming out. Nakatani does fight out of the southpaw stance. Inoue fights out of the orthodox stance. So they will be battling for front foot position all night. You know, trying to see who can get their foot outside of the other. Men already kind of stepping on each other's toes a little bit. You know, one person trying to win that battle over the other. Inoue steps in, shoots a right hand to the body. Looks like he misses as Nakatani takes a half step back. Inoue trying to find a home for his jab. Both men feeling each other out here early in the first round. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. 30 seconds into the fight. Nakatani steps in with a jab. Looks like nothing effective going on. Both men fighting for front hand position, front foot position, taking a good sharp look at each other, trying to see where openings may present themselves. Inoue still having a habit of pulling back with that front hand down. As many times as he'd been clipped with overhands, you would think he would have corrected that in camp, but it seems to just be a natural motion for him. He has a habit of pulling back with his front hand down. Inoue tries to step in and shoot a right hand underneath to the body of Nakatani. Nakatani steps back and pivots out. Nakatani steps in, trying to find range, not landing his jab, but looking more so, again, for a range finder. Probing, poking, pawing, both men just looking. Inoue seemingly looking for a way in. Nakatani looks to be the bigger, taller, longer fighter as far as reach is concerned. Not necessarily boxing behind a firm jab. Inoue jumps in with the right hand. It looks like that's something he's going to look for tonight, is trying to jump over and dump that right hand to the body of Nakatani, similar to how Devin Haney did Lomachenko out of his orthodox stance into Lomachenko's southpaw stance. So it's a good shot to look for if you're orthodox against a southpaw. But southpaws that are really good, they'll find ways to counter it. So let's see who makes the adjustment on that. The punch isn't really getting there right now, so we'll see how that plays out. Both men, this is just a fill-out round, to be honest with you. 50 seconds left here in the first round. Nothing too eventful going on. Inoue steps in with a short jab, falls short. Nakatani steps in. Inoue steps in with a right hand that lands on Nakatani. Nakatani unable to get it back in the exchange. Looked like it might have been the most effective punch of the round so far. And if I had to judge this round before the last 30 seconds are over, I would probably give it to Inoue. Obviously, as I call the fight, it's very hard for me to score the fight as well. But this looks like it may be an Inoue round, even though nothing too eventful is going on. Most of the attempts at making the work is being done by Inoue. Inoue steps in with a body jab. Nakatani tries to counter with a left hand. Inoue comes with a sweeping right hook. Nakatani catches it with his left hand, very fundamentally on the guard. Let's see here. Nakatani forming that shotgun stance. Oh, Inoue steps in with a right hand, catches Nakatani as he tries to come with a left hand. I would say that's an Inoue round. Again, Inoue a little bit quicker to the punch there early in that round. Nakatani taking a strong look and trying to, seems like he's trying to download the data. Yeah, Inoue looking for a home for that sweeping right hand, still having a bad habit of pulling out with his hands down. We will see if Nakatani is able to take advantage of that as he pulls out with his hands down. But I would go Inoue for round one for me. Let's see here. What we talking about, chat? Rashid said, you think Bam? Let's see. He said, nah, Bam at 115. Bam at 115? Damn, I ain't know Bam was that damn small. I don't know, man. He could go up there and fight him. I don't think it's no big deal. Bam like that. Jordan Salas said, bye, what up, beloved? What's going on with it, cuz? Calling this fight over in Japan. Morto said, we could watch the fight in your spectacle. Yeah. You know what? If you're doing that, just don't point it out. You feel what I'm saying? So that the powers that be don't get on my ass. You finna fuck up the lick. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you getting out of it, go ahead and get that out of it. Let's see. Yeah, don't mess up the lick. You know what I mean? I'm just calling the fight. I don't know what's going on. You see what I'm saying? So both men coming out for round two. Inoue still looking for that sweeping right hand to the body and pulling out with his hands down. Nakatani needs to make an adjustment to that to take advantage of that. Inoue is habitually pulling out with his hands down as he dives in with that sweeping right hand. Both of the men clinch. 30 seconds into the second round, and here we go. Nakatani pawing with the front hand, throwing the hook jab combination. Looks like he just brazes across Inoue. Nothing eventful going on. Inoue not looking to really work behind his jab, looking for opportunities to jump in. Inoue doesn't have a lot of wasted movement. I like that. Nakatani either, though. Both men seem to be searching, trying to open up the, get the other one to open up and find their advantages. This fight, the way that it's moving right now, unless there's some one punch drama, again, settled in and looking like it's ready to go 12. Inoue sweeping with the right hand again. Nakatani pivots out in a circle, working his jab a bit more this round. I don't think that Nakatani wants to fight this fight from behind on the cards. I don't think that favors him. So he needs to come out here and try to get round 2. I don't think round 1 belonged to him. Nakatani working behind his jab a bit more this round. Inoue again, not really working behind his jab, but pressing forward with head movement and feints, looking for opportunities to dive in. Inoue steps in with a jab to the body. Nakatani responds with 2 jabs up top of his own. Nakatani jab, steps over and shoots another jab. Inoue kind of freezes. Nakatani looking for opening, sticks a jab in there again. Nakatani starting to find some offense. Inoue finds a home for the right hand, finds another home for the right hand. Inoue does. That short sweeping right hand, Inoue has that cocked and loaded. He's not overloading the punch. It's coming off quick, snappy, and getting there. Because of that, it doesn't have maximum power on it, but it's a clean, effective shot. And I don't know that Nakatani is seeing it every time. So we'll see how that plays out. Inoue sweeps the right hand to the body. He's switching the right hand low and high. Inoue is. Nakatani dives in with a left hand to the body of Inoue, and the 2 men grapple a little bit. Here we go. 35 seconds left in the second round. Nakatani back on his jab. Inoue stepping forward with a high guard, moving his head, feinting, and again looking for opportunities to jump in with that sweeping right hand to the head and to the body. Inoue flicks a jab, nothing eventful. Nakatani pawing with his front hand, looking for opportunities. I would think Nakatani needs to hold that phone tight. That right hand's coming from a lot of different angles. If he comes in here, he can catch it whether it goes head or body. We'll see if he makes the adjustment, and he can counter with a hook. Inoue again steps in and lands a hard right hand to the body of Nakatani to end the round. And I would give that round to Inoue again. Inoue dominating the boxing right now. Nakatani seems calm and poised, but again, hasn't found a real home for effective work. They're showing a slow motion replay of Nakatani just barely missing a counter punch. For that, he did come in here and catch the shot, like I said, and come back with a counter. So he just barely missed the counter. So we'll see how that plays out as we head into the third round of action. Right now, I would have this fight 2-0 for Inoue. Y'all let me know how y'all see it, chat. Y'all let me know how y'all see it for those that are watching the fight as well. Right now, this is a very, very much a boxing match. Nobody is getting behind a high guard and trying to bully the other man. Still seems to be a decent amount of respect being given on both sides, and nobody's throwing caution to the wind. This is very much a boxing match right now. Let's see how the live betting odds have changed after this third round. The third round begins now. Nakatani coming out, flicking his jab. Inoue coming out, using foot feints. And the men are again at the center of the ring looking for opportunities. Inoue flicking his jab, probing, flicking his jab. Nakatani doing the same. Both men fighting for front hand and foot position like orthodox and southpaw fighters do. The broadcast has just temporarily gone out for the zone. So right now I'm getting a blank screen. Now they're showing a wide scale view where we are watching the fight on the Jumbotron. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the third round. Okay, and the cameras in the ring are back on. Here we go. All right, Inoue steps in with a wild right upper hook cutter thing, whatever that was. He misses. Nakatani flicking his jab, trying to keep Inoue at bay. Inoue looking for opportunities to dive in. Nakatani just flicking the jab, not stepping in and committing to it, but almost trying to find range and find opportunity. Nakatani will need to take more risk if he wants to have an opportunity at winning this fight, especially if he wants to win on points. Nakatani steps in with a clean jab on Inoue, but again, nothing eventful going on for either man right now. A lot of probing and pawing. Nobody's taking a hard step forward to walk the other man down. Nakatani steps in with a stiff jab on Inoue's chin. Inoue counters with a couple of hooks. Seems like Nakatani may have caught those, but hard to see. Inoue steps in with a jab of his own. Both men fighting this fight at the center of the ring with their foot in a tire, so to speak. Nakatani steps around with a jab to the head of Inoue. And again, a lot of probing, feinting for Inoue, a lot of head movement. Inoue flicks her right hand out, barely misses. Nakatani slips it. Nakatani steps forward, pokes a jab to change his foot, change his angle. Inoue steps forward with the high guard. Again, feinting with his feet in and out, looking for opportunities to jump in, flicking a jab forward at Nakatani. Nakatani almost to the corner, now looking to box a little bit. Inoue steps in, reaching with the right hand to the body of Nakatani. Nakatani sticks a jab in on Inoue. Looks like it may have landed, but very gently. Again, more of a range finder. Inoue flicking a jab, but his is more of a range finder. Inoue throws a short right hand. Looks like it pushes Nakatani back, more of a pushing punch, but it lands. Nakatani pushing forward, 30 seconds left in the third round. All right, Nakatani boxing out of the corner, not completely in the corner, but out of the corner, pawing with the jab, pawing with the left hand, looking to find his range and his opportunities, but again, nothing doing. As Nakatani tries to pivot out of the corner, Inoue sweeps a hook around, looks like it grazes across Nakatani. Nakatani wears it well. Nakatani with a stiff left hand to the body of Inoue. Inoue wears it well. The two men clash heads. Oh God, oh God. 10 seconds left in the round. Both men smile and laugh it off, and they go back to boxing. As we come to the end of the third, again, just very much a boxing match. End of the third, and both men touch gloves as they proceed to the corner. Both men being very respectful of each other. This doesn't seem to be much of a grudge match. It's almost like a fencing competition so far through 3 rounds. We got a Tez sighting in the building. What else? What's going on, Tez, with the Tez down? He said, yeah, they boxing. It's been technical as fuck. Yeah, very much so. Yeah, that right hand is getting through. Ooh, that exchange right there. Nakatani landing a sweeping right. Inoue landed a sweeping right, then Nakatani countering with a short left. It looks like both of them can take each other's punch so far, and neither one is really putting together 2 and 3 of them things thus far. So they must have respect for each other's power, because nobody's really committing to sitting down on nothing yet. Inoue has dove in with a couple of shots, but again, by him fighting with the shorter reach and Nakatani kind of putting him behind that shotgun, right? I'm going to keep this hand out here, and if you come across the gun line, I got something for you. It's keeping Inoue at bay, so the action is moderate at best right now. As we begin the 4th round, both men come out, same thing, fighting for foot position, fighting for front hand position. Inoue steps in with a jab, throws a sweeping right hand. Nakatani kind of holds a little bit, steps out. The men go back to boxing. Again, feet in the tire. Both men, not really, nobody walking anybody down, nobody fighting backwards. They're kind of at the center of the ring. If anybody is taking short steps back, it's Nakatani, and then he's turning out when he gets close to the ropes, as he should. Nakatani flicking his jab, waiting for Inoue to make a move. Nakatani seems like he wants to time Inoue. Nakatani throws a 2-1. Looks like the 2 got there. The 1 gets slipped by Inoue. Inoue steps in with a flicking jab. Nakatani flicking his jab. Both men getting more comfortable and getting closer. Inoue throws a sweeping right hand, misses by a mile. Nakatani throws 2 counter punches. Inoue slips out with his hands down again. Nakatani comes in with a sweeping left hand, looking for some more offense of his own. Looks like the fight will begin here in the 4th, ladies and gentlemen. Both men at the middle of the ring, neither one giving ground. Foot in the tire. Inoue steps in with a quick jab, steps out. Nakatani stepping in, looking for a shot. Neither man throwing anything, just probing, plotting, posturing, feinting. No punches being thrown, ladies and gentlemen. Looking, watching, touching, probing, plotting, feigning, posturing, probing, range finding, flicks a short jab by Inoue, short by a mile, just looking for range. These men aren't necessarily close enough to hit each other right now. 2 punches by Inoue fall short because, again, they are not necessarily close enough to hit each other right now. Nakatani steps in with a hook, falls short because, again, they're not necessarily close enough to hit each other right now. Inoue throws a short right hand to the body. Looks like it may have grazed against the abdominals of Nakatani. Nothing eventful. This round is hard to score. Not a lot going on. Nakatani seemed to be willing to be more offensive this round, and it seems to have slowed down Inoue's output. Why does Inoue have so much respect for Nakatani? Does he know something we don't know? Oh, Inoue lands a hard 2-punch combination as Nakatani pushes forward to try to get that back, with 43 seconds left in the round. Nakatani sticks a jab out there, knowing, oh, Nakatani with a hard sweeping left hand on Inoue. Inoue wears it well, pivots out in the circle, and that he took the play back. 30 seconds, and this round is close. Nakatani sticks a jab, Inoue sticks a jab. Both men, knowing that this round is close, seem to be a sense of urgency. Inoue throws a hard right hand, ducked underneath by Nakatani. Inoue flicks a jab, short. Nakatani stepping forward, flicks a jab, he's short. 16 seconds left in this round. Who's going to take the play to win this round? This round is fairly even right now in my eyes. Very tough to score. Nakatani stepping forward with a jab, about 5 seconds left. Inoue steps forward with a jab. Inoue steps forward with a jab, feints with the right hand, doesn't let it go, and the round ends right there. I do not know who to give that round to, chat. No idea. Too tight in the building. 333. What's going on, too tight? Ted said Nakatani being southpaw really makes this look like feet in the tire boxing. Absolutely. Well, they are fighting with the foot in the tire because nobody's really walking the other one down. You know what I'm saying? They really kind of just giving half steps in each direction and boxing in a circle. It's a demonstration of good fundamentals and good boxing. Both men could be using their jab a lot more effectively. I think a lot more work would be getting done. They showing some of the highlights of Inoue landing some hard shots in that round. I love that up jab to the hard right hand to the body combination that Inoue just landed. That was amazing. Let's see. Too Tight said, watching the fight, bro. Yes, sir, I'm watching it. Well, I'm calling it, of course, but I'm glad you're watching it. Let me know if the call is accurate. Let me know if you feel like the call is accurate. We head into the 5th round. I was supposed to check the betting odds, wasn't I, chat? Let's see what the betting odds are, chat. 5th round begins now, and both men probing, plotting. Let's see if the action picks up here and somebody tries to really take over. The betting odds have changed dramatically in Inoue's favor, and they should. I don't think he's lost anything, if anything, maybe one round in this fight, but I really can't give a clear round to Nakatani. Inoue looks like he's getting comfortable, starting to play around a little bit, doing some gesturing with his hands. Nakatani looking to stick his jab in there and be a bit more aggressive. Inoue jabs back. Nakatani gives a little bit of ground. Inoue waiting for Nakatani to go. He wants to counterpunch. Nakatani's aware of it. Nakatani steps in with a 3-punch combination, smothers a little bit of his work. Inoue counters in close, both caught on the gloves by Nakatani. Both men back to the center of the ring. Nakatani attempting to work behind his jab. Inoue pushing forward, takes a left hand for his troubles from Nakatani. Nakatani straight left hand to the body of Inoue. Inoue looks like he's willing to take a little bit to get a little closer now, ready to fight. It's the 5th round, and it's time to go. Nakatani throws another left hand to the body of Inoue. Inoue tries to counter in close. The work gets smothered. They're back on the outside, and Nakatani working behind a probing jab. Inoue working behind his short range-finding jab. Inoue throws a right hand to the body, misses. Nakatani looking for more opportunities this round. I would say right now, so far, with a minute 40 left in this round, Nakatani has done the better work. Inoue lands a hard right hand, just as I say that, to land the most effective punch of the round as far as a clear, clean, effective shot. Nakatani steps forward and looks to step around. Inoue throws a 1-2 for him to take for his troubles. Nakatani needs to get his head off the line and get offensive, man. He's not going to win the fight fighting this way. You know what I mean? He won't. He will get through 12 rounds probably at this pace and at this activity level, but he won't win this fight. Inoue sticks the up jab again. Nakatani seems to be a sucker for that up jab. Inoue is dipping down low and shooting the jab upwards to the chin and the nose of Nakatani, and he's landed with great success. He's not spamming it, though. If I'm him, I'm going to make Nakatani fix it, and I'm going to continue to throw it. But Inoue is going to it. He feints with the jab and throws the right hand. Nakatani takes a half step back, steps forward with his own jab, misses. Nakatani throws a 3-punch combination. The 2 to the body and the hook around the guard of Inoue lands. Inoue wears it well. Doesn't seem hurt or buzzed at all, but a great combination for Nakatani towards the end of this round. 30 seconds left here in the 5th. Inoue steps forward with 2 probing range-finding jabs. Nakatani steps forward with a range-finding jab of his own. Both men looking, posturing, feinting, picking. Nakatani steps in with 2 jabs and comes with a left hand over the top that sends Inoue stumbling backwards. Inoue not hurt, just off balance. Inoue comes back with a 1 to the head and a 2 to the body to try to take the play away. 8 seconds left in this round. And again, Nakatani steps in with a 1-2 combination at the end of this round. But again, I don't know if he's doing enough to win these rounds. These gentlemen keep touching gloves at the end of the round with a lot of respect for one another. This is definitely not a grudge match, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, the updated betting odds, negative 1,400 for Inoue, plus 650 for Nakatani. This fight seems to be well in hand. Minus 225 for Inoue to win by decision. Plus 250 for him to win by knockout. Unless something crazy happens where Inoue lands a humongous shot, I believe this will go to the cards. Nakatani's going to have to take a risk if he wants to win this fight. Plain and simple. He's going to have to go home a little banged up, a little bruised up, and he's going to have to take a little bit to give a little bit if he wants an opportunity to truly win this fight. If he wants to cruise to 12-round, decision loss and collect his paycheck, he can continue boxing the way he's boxing right now. Inoue doesn't seem interested in overdoing it to press for a knockout. So here we go. Betting odds on Nakatani right now, plus 1,400 for the knockout, plus 1,400 for decision. Vegas is not giving him a chance. Let's see. We begin the 6th round, and Nakatani steps out, probing with his jab. Inoue probing with his jab, dives in with a right hand, and Nakatani responds to Inoue's right hand falling short with a 3-punch combination. He doubles the hook and throws a left hand. I'm not sure how many of those got in, but a great response as far as counterpunching. Inoue diving in again with his chin up in the air, throwing his right hand, trying to find a home. If Nakatani can stay calm and time Inoue jumping in, every time he throws his right hand to the head, his chin is up in the air. If he can catch him with the Marquez Pacquiao shot, he's got a shot. Nakatani throws a 2-punch combination, lands around the guard of Inoue. Inoue tries to quickly counter, but Nakatani steps out of range. Nakatani here stepping forward, probing with the jab, looking to be more offensive here. Inoue probing, not really working behind his jab, but more so working behind foot feints and head movement. He steps in with a feinting, kind of a flick jab and a hard right hand to the body of Nakatani. Nakatani wears it well, takes a step forward. Inoue flicks a jab into the heart or to the chest, the pectoral of Nakatani. Inoue flicks another jab that falls short. Nakatani stepping forward, looking for range. Inoue steps in with a jab, steps out before Nakatani can respond. Inoue taking the play away. Just as I said, he wasn't using his jab enough. He kind of flicks a few out there to show that he can make it an effective tool for himself. Nakatani more so, again, range finding with his jab, flicking and probing with his jab, but not really trying to do any damage or really set up anything significant with his jab. And is it because Inoue is so twitchy? Maybe so. Nakatani steps in with a double jab, left hand combination. Looks like maybe one out of those 3 punches gets through for him. Again, nobody's been hurt this fight. Inoue lands a stiff jab on Nakatani. Again, that up jab where he dips down and shoots the jab upwards. Nakatani cannot see that punch. If I'm Inoue, I'm working off of that shot all night. 1 minute left inside of the 6th round. Nakatani sweeps the left hand across the forehead of Inoue and steps back looking like he's ready to work. Inoue steps in with a jab, right hand combination. The right hand gets there on Nakatani. Doesn't hurt him, but it lands. Let's see. Nakatani steps forward with a flicking jab and some feints. Men posturing, looking. 35 seconds left here in the 6th round. Here we go. Inoue steps forward, trying to dive in with that right hand to the body of Nakatani. If I'm Nakatani, I eat one of those right hands to the body and I throw a 3-4 combination to see if I can get Inoue the fuck up out of here. If I'm Nakatani, I'm eating one of them right hands to the body. I'm planting my feet and I'm ripping a hard ass 3-4, and I'm gonna see if I can get Inoue the fuck out of here. That's me, but that's just me. Nakatani don't seem interested. Inoue steps in with a hard 1-2 to the chin of Nakatani. Nakatani steps back. Inoue steps in with a flurry and gets countered by Nakatani with a hard hook in the exchange right there at the end of the round. Is that enough to give Nakatani the round? I do not think so. Anybody who wants to contribute to the fight call, here's my Cash App information. Shout out to In2Deep for the link. Anybody who wants to contribute to the pay-per-view fight call of David Benavidez and Zerto Ramirez this evening, I will be calling that fight as well. There is my Cash App information. Shout out to In2Deep for dropping the links. Timothy said Nakatani didn't look good in his last fight, which took most of the suspicion off of this fight. Interesting. So you had Inoue all the way is what you're saying. Terrence Crawford in the audience watching the fight. Must be cold in the venue. He's got his arms tucked inside of his T-shirt. Too Tight said it's going the distance, no doubt. Absolutely. All the picking and probing and plotting and prodding and pricking and probing is not even enough punches. I mean, unless somebody just gets sparked. Too Tight said it's Inoue, though. I respect it. It's decent. I seen him better. Easy work for him. Flip said, Trey, what up? 333, what's going on? And we begin the 7th round here. In2Deep put the salute up. What's going on, brother? Let's see, 7th round, 2 minutes and 45 seconds left, 15 seconds into the 7th round. Nakatani throws a 4-punch combination, knocks Inoue off guard, and Inoue forced to reset. Nakatani coming out with a sense of urgency, seeming like he understands he's going to have to do something dramatic if he wants an opportunity of winning this fight. He's standing a little bit closer, flicking his jab on, putting his jab on Inoue, turns the jab into a hook, getting around the guard of Inoue. Inoue freezes and looks as if he's like, okay, if that's what you want to do, I got something for that. Nakatani looking undeterred. Inoue steps in with a double jab. Looks like one of the two gets home. Nakatani steps forward with a flicking jab. Inoue dives in with that right hand. Nakatani catches it on the guard. Inoue steps in with a short jab that looks like it gets there, but again, very uneventful. Both of these guys' jabs suck, chat. Just for the record. Let's see here. Inoue dives in with a short right hand and misses. Nakatani counters with a 3-punch combination and pivots out. Nakatani winning this round so far. If he continues to stay aggressive like this, he'll take this round. Nakatani with a jab turns it over into a hook and pivots out. Inoue steps in with a clean jab of his own, lands. Inoue throws 2 hooks, both of them caught on the guard of Nakatani. Nakatani stands firm and holds his position, doesn't give ground. Inoue gives him a right hand for staying there. Nakatani eats it, unhurt, unfazed, but it does land. Nakatani boxing in a circle right now, but looks like he wants this round. Inoue looking like he doesn't want to give this round to him. He steps in with a slapping hook and misses. Nakatani steps forward and throws 2 probing jabs. Inoue flicks his jab, comes short. Both men having issues with range. Inoue jumps in with a jab that lands flush, and then he follows up with a right hand and rolls out on Nakatani. Nakatani needs to step forward and take the rest of the play away for the last minute of this round. Looks like the first minute of the round went to Nakatani. Second minute of the round went to Inoue. And this is anybody's round. Nakatani would need to go ahead and take the rest of this round if he wants a shot at getting into this fight on the scorecards. He will find him. Inoue clinches with Nakatani, and Nakatani whispers something in Inoue's ear, and they both smile. Did these men agree to spar for the bag? I'm wondering. Nakatani throws a 3-punch combination. Inoue rolls underneath it, and both men back in the center of the ring probing. 27 seconds left in the round. Anybody's round, in my opinion. Both men have done good work. Inoue's good work was more recent, and sometimes that does sway the judges. Nakatani steps in and flicks a jab, nothing eventful. Inoue throws a right hand, kind of flicks it out there, leaves it, and then pokes it a second time and lands on the second one. Very good veteran move. Keep your head off the line and kind of double that right hand right there. Let's see. Nakatani steps towards Inoue. No punches thrown. And the round comes to a conclusion with neither man trying to take the play away. And that's the end of the 7th round. This is not a very good fight, in my opinion. It's good boxing, but rewatch value on this fight is kind of, you know what I mean? It's good boxing, though. Good right hand by Inoue. Inoue has become increasingly more accurate with his right hand as this fight has gone along. To be honest with you, I know I said I want to see Inoue go up to like 130 and go ahead and get active with Tank, but Tank will knock Inoue clean the fuck out. I ain't gonna lie to you. Timothy said Monster Inoue is out of opponents. He may have to do like Crawford and jump multiple weight classes to find some real competition. Yeah, I mean, he just need to come to America in general. He could fight Shushu. He need to come fight Shushu in New York. Let's get active. Pull up in somebody else's backyard and go get the job done. I think Shushu beats Inoue from what I'm seeing right now. Be honest with you. Too Tight said, that's why I said it's decent somewhat. However, I seen better from Inoue. Yeah. Here we go. Beginning of the 8th round. 10 seconds in, Inoue throws a 1-2 and he eats a hook on his way out with his hands down. Inoue steps in, doubles his hook, both caught on the guard for Nakatani. Nakatani throws a 3-punch combination, caught on the guard of Inoue. Now both men seem like they want to fight. They exchange in the middle of the ring. Inoue throws a couple of hooks, 1 or 2 of them gets through. Nakatani flicking his jab. Inoue shoots the right hand, gets through, rolls out. Nakatani throws a hook, straight left hand combination. Both punches miss. Inoue seem back to the ropes. Nakatani pressing forward. He throws a hard jab left hand combination. Looks like the left hand gets home, but Inoue wears it well. I think both men, like I said, both men could take each other's power, and it's not like there's an influx of power shots being thrown. Both men being very deliberate with their approach to one another. Nakatani and Inoue probing with their jabs. Inoue throws a triple jab. Just as I tried to say something about Inoue's jab, he has become a lot more active with it since I made that statement. He triples his jab, throws a right hand, sweeps over the forehead of Nakatani. Nakatani throws an overhand left that misses and throws a right hand underneath that lands. Inoue throws a counter punching combination and gets one through with the right hand. Nakatani has not made an adjustment to deal with that dive in right hand of Inoue. If I'm Nakatani, I'll wait for Inoue to come in with that sweeping right hand. I take my head far off the line and throw my left hand. Let's see who gets there. You know what I mean? He needs to take a risk. Nakatani fighting this way, he won't beat Inoue. He throws a jab, left hand combination, does Nakatani. Both punches caught on the guard of Inoue. Inoue throws a jab, right hand combination. Looks like the right hand brushes against Nakatani. Inoue, the more accurate puncher so far as clean punches. Not very many effective punches being landed by either man, but of the effective punches being landed, Inoue's work looks better so far. Nakatani steps in with a double hook combination and lands a right hook on the chin of Inoue. Inoue goes into a quick retreat, but I don't think it's because he's hurt. I think it's because he wants to play a little bit of possum and bait Nakatani in. Nakatani takes and obliges, throws a left hand to the body of Inoue and a right hand up top. He gets one of the two home. Inoue, seeming like he may be taking a bit of a break this round, I would give this round to Nakatani. If any round at all, this fight, I would give this round to Nakatani. Nakatani steps in, Inoue fighting off the ropes a bit more this round. Signs of fatigue. Nakatani throwing his left hand, and ties up Inoue to smother with 12 seconds left, 10 seconds left in the 8th round. Yeah, I would give this round to Nakatani. Let's see. Let's see if Nakatani wanted to get Inoue in the deep waters. Was this a part of the game plan? Let's see. Let's see. Nakatani looks very fresh, and he still looks focused and concentrated. Let's see. He definitely just won that round. Ted said Inoue took the round off. Yeah, either he took the round off or Nakatani took the round from him. Because he looked good. Nakatani looked good in that round. We will see. Maybe it was a combination of both, Tez. Does anybody know about Inoue's gas tank? I know he be going 12, but do he fade? Like I said, I don't watch a whole bunch of Inoue. I watch enough. Timothy Taylor said, Tank, the only black fighter with the power to force Monster Inoue to fight in Las Vegas. Agreed. That's some money he can't turn down, even though he a star in Japan. Inoue has a little bit of a mouse underneath his left eye, and that's probably from that right jab of Nakatani turning into a right hook out of that southpaw stance. He's been doing that for the last couple of rounds. Good adjustment. Let's see. They come out for the 9th round, and Nakatani stepping forward, looking like he's ready to engage. He throws a jab, left hand combination, and pushes Inoue back. He throws another left hand and pushes Inoue back. Inoue fighting off the ropes, and Nakatani pressing forward. Nakatani is taking it to him in this 9th round. Inoue looks a little gassed, chat. I'm not going to lie. And Nakatani looks aware of it. Steps forward with a jab, and he catches instead of bagging out like he was doing before. Nakatani wants to stay there, and he's looking to be more active. Inoue, posturing, feinting, throws a right hand, but the right hand doesn't seem as quick, nor does it seem to have as much steam on it as it did earlier in the fight. Inoue steps in with a stiff jab and lands on Nakatani. Nakatani undeterred, stepping forward, rolls under a 1-2 combination by Inoue, and he steps forward and throws a 4-punch combination while Inoue is against the ropes. Does anybody else think Inoue is gassing? Talk to me, chat. Does anybody else think Inoue is gassing? We're here in the 9th round, and we have the championship rounds left. 2 minutes left in the 9th. Nakatani stepping forward, throws another left hand that gets through to Inoue. Inoue steps forward and throws a jab, but more so of a get back and give me some time to breathe jab, not a stabbing jab to set up that sweeping right hand like he was doing earlier. Nakatani steps forward with a power jab of his own and now sticking the jab in. Inoue responds with a hard 1-2, his best work of the round thus far. Nakatani steps forward. Inoue throws a 3-punch combination. Nakatani covers up and catches the work on the glove and steps back towards Inoue undeterred. Nakatani seems like he wanted to take Inoue in the deep water as he is pressing forward. Earlier in this fight, I told you both men were giving ground in half-step increments. Now Inoue is clearly on his bike. If I'm calling this wrong, you guys tell me why. Inoue fighting back. Both men are exchanging a lot more this round. The fight has begun. These men are opening up, and it looks like they'll take us to war. Inoue with a hard right hand, very quick as he moves and steps around. to buy himself time to breathe. Inoue pokes a jab in. Nakatani stepping forward undeterred. Nakatani looking for another opportunity to throw a combination as he finds range with his own probing jab. He steps forward. Inoue backing into a corner as if he wants to set a trap. Nakatani obliges and throws a double left hand, and at least one of those left hands get through on Inoue. Inoue steps and pivots out of the corner. The fight goes back to the middle of the ring. 38 seconds left in the round. Nakatani steps in with a double left hand. One of those two gets through for Nakatani. Inoue steps back to the middle of the ring, throws a right hand that Nakatani slips just barely. Inoue probing with his jab. Nakatani steps in with a three-punch combination, 2 of the 3 getting through. Inoue responds with a right hand. Nakatani catches on the glove and responds with a jab that gets through. Nakatani winning this round. Nakatani with a hard left hand that gets through on Inoue. Inoue counters and just barely misses, and Nakatani responds with a jab to get back on his boxing action. Nakatani is winning the last 2 rounds, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like he wanted to bring Naoya Inoue into the deep waters. Inoue will need to find a second or a third win. Nakatani ends that round, unlike the rounds before, throwing a combination. A lot of these rounds in this fight have ended with both men posturing and looking at each other. Nakatani is turning up the mother-freaking heat. Inoue is obliging and fighting back. Don't get it twisted. Inoue has had his moments this round, but Nakatani is doing the better work. He's more aggressive. He's more fresh. He's controlling the his ring generalship is on point. Yeah, he's working. He's working. Yeah. Let me see. Shushu Carrington winning a decision in Japan. Yeah, I don't know if he winning a decision in Japan. Naoya Inoue has not gassed out or faded in his fights. In fact, he is widely regarded as having an elite gas tank and conditioning, maintaining the ability to throw high volume. He gassed in a day. His condition is pretty good, to be honest. He will adjust. We gonna see. That mouse under his left eye getting a little bigger too, chat. I'm just paying attention. That's all. We got a good fight on our hands now. Nakatani trying to close the distance on the scorecard. If he wins these next 3 rounds, we don't know if it's a draw. We don't know if it's a draw or if Nakatani could sneak a win. They are both Japanese, ladies and gentlemen. There will be no bias here, and they are both champions. Both men mixing it up here in the 10th round, 15 seconds in. I'll get back to the blow-by-blow in a second. I'm looking at y'all comments. That's why you don't play with your food, though. Yeah, too tight. Yeah, when he was fresh and he was landing all that hot shit, he should have doubled down. Rashid said this looks very similar to Gary Antoine versus Andy Hiroka fight. Yeah, but they robbed Andy Hiroka. So will there be a robbery today? And would it be a robbery? Let's see. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the 10th round. Back to the blow-by-blow. Both men exchange hooks. Looks like Inoue takes the worst of it as far as how it appears to the judges. Nakatani's hook landed a lot more clean. He had his guard hand a bit in the way for Inoue's hook. Nakatani throws a 3-punch combination, looking to punch on Inoue a little bit, regardless of his guard being up. Inoue responds with a quick pot shot with that right hand and gets back to his boxing. Nakatani lands a jab. Inoue responds with a right hand. Both men exchanging. Inoue throws a right hand, left hook combination. Left hook caught on the glove. Right hand seems to get through. Nakatani responds with a 2-punch combination of his own and presses forward to Inoue. Nakatani is being undeterred. He's boxing in circles or he's pressing forward, not really giving too much ground. Nakatani throws a 4-punch combination. 3 of them land. Not hard shots, scoring shots. Nakatani responds with another 2-punch combination. Looks like both of those got through. Again, you guys say Inoue is not gassing. Maybe he has the endurance to finish the fight, but his fundamentals are slipping. Nakatani lands a left hand to the body. Inoue responds with 2-punch combination that both fall short. Nakatani pushing forward. Inoue is on his bike. I don't know what you guys are seeing. He is getting tired tonight. Nakatani has Inoue against the ropes, and he's looking for an opportunity to capitalize. He throws a 2-punch combination, and he lands. The men clash heads. Nakatani backs up, holding his forehead, and hopefully his shit is not held. His shit is split. Nakatani split by a clash of heads. Incidental clash of heads. Split Nakatani. Looks like the cut is right here on the inner part of the eyebrow. So it remains to be seen whether or not the blood will get into his eye or if it'll trickle down the lining of his nose. Yeah, you see the headbutt right there. Yeah. Looks like it's in a good spot, chat. The blood doesn't seem to be running into his eye just yet. It's trickling kind of around his eye, but he is split from an incidental headbutt. 22 seconds left in round 10. This isn't a big enough cut to stop the fight, but they are having a doctor take the look. The doctor is taking a look right now. The fight will continue. Let's see. Yeah. A very incidental head, but in a way, getting a breather when he needed it most. What an opportune time. Oh my God, Nakatani comes out like he ain't been cut at all, lands a left hook on Inoue. Inoue countering, but Nakatani keeping his hands high and at home. Nakatani's fundamentals are not slipping at all, which lets me know he's the fresher fighter right now. Inoue's hands are going up, down, and all around. Nakatani dumps a left hand to the body and spams it for a second time. Both of them landing on Inoue in close. Inoue responded with slapping shots, more so of get back punches. Nakatani throwing a 4-punch combination and leaning in on Inoue and clinches as the round is getting close to an end. Bring the clock back up for me. Nakatani throws a double hook combination, both of them getting in around the guard of Inoue. Stiff jab gets in through on Inoue. Inoue shoots a right hand, falls short. Counter 2-punch combination by Nakatani. One of those two grazes Inoue, but nothing eventful. Nakatani steps in with a 2-punch combination that grazes Inoue, nothing eventful. Inoue ends the round with a short uppercut that lands on Nakatani. But again, right now, Nakatani is making an attempt at pressing Inoue out, and we will see if it works or not, chat. We have a heck of a rumble that this has turned into after about 7 rounds of probing. Yeah, what a hook that he landed on Inoue. Listen, Inoue's chin be up in the air. Bing! Look at how, oh my God. He looked like he was saying what's up to somebody. His chin be up in the air, chat. He get his ass slept. That's why he ain't coming to America like Eddie Murphy. I'm trying to talk to you. Rashid said, I don't think Hiroka got robbed. He lost on points from the early rounds and took too long to get going, just like Nakatani. I could see that. That was a good-ass fight, and it was close, too. But it was one of them situations, like you said, he started too late, so he put himself in a situation where it's like draw or close loss type shit. Rashid said, even though the later rounds were more decisive than the early ones. Yeah. That's how you end up catching that draw, though. Somebody slid you an early round. You know what I mean? One of them pick-me rounds and shit. That's how you end up catching a draw. But, yeah, I'm with you. I don't think it was a robbery, just a close fight. All right, here we go. 11th round, Nakatani again stepping forward, trying to press Inoue out. Inoue getting frustrated with the pressure, throws Nakatani off of him. Nakatani steps right back to him and dumps a combination. Left hand gets in for Nakatani, right hand gets in for Inoue. Inoue throws a 1-2, one high, 2 to the body. Now Inoue doubles the right hand, gets the second one in. Nakatani responds with a jab and a 3-punch combination, pushing with the hook to push Inoue off, throws another left hand that gets through ever so slightly short on the inside. Inoue gets a right hand end of his own on the inside. These men are rumbling for the last 2 rounds. Nakatani, these men are forehead to forehead. Nakatani throws a combination, but Inoue throws a combination. Let's see who wants it more, chat. Let's see who wants it more. Inoue steps in with a short hook. He falls short. Nakatani steps forward, undeterred, holding his guard high, ready to fight, coming towards Inoue. Inoue steps in with a jab. Nakatani steps in with a jab. Probing, looking for distance. Nakatani steps in, shoots a jab, left hand. Both punches caught by Inoue. Inoue puts his hands up and walks towards Nakatani. Nakatani obliges, steps forward with a 4-punch combination. Right hand, hook, right hand. Nakatani throws a hook, sweeping hook to the body, grazes Inoue. Inoue throws a right hook, a right hand up top, grazes Nakatani. What a heck of a round. This might be the best round as far as exchanges is concerned. This fight. Nakatani steps in with a jab. Inoue fighting like he feels like he needs this round too. I don't think he thinks he can coast to victory. Inoue falls short with a combination, lands a stiff, clean, short uppercut on Nakatani, and Nakatani moves around on his bike a little bit. Nakatani covering up a little bit. I don't think he liked that uppercut at all. Nakatani covering up and taking steps backwards. I think he's looking for some time. Nakatani looks like he's squinting his eye, maybe some blood in the eye, blurring his vision. He's fighting a lot closer this round. Let's see what we're doing. Inoue sees it and looks like he understands the body language of Nakatani and does not want to let him off the hook as he steps forward and continues to throw short, sharp shots. Nakatani responds with a double hook combination and pivots out. Inoue throws the right hand, doubles the right hand, and comes with a right uppercut and then throws a right hook. 4 punches with the right hand only for Inoue. Great diversity in the punch selection. Inoue steps in with a jab right hand. Nakatani throws a hook counter that looks like it grazes on Inoue. Inoue throws a right hand against the guard of Nakatani. Both men step in and exchange hooks. Nakatani leaking from the eye, keeping his left hand very, very high, He probably has limited visibility on that side, and so he wants to protect it. He's throwing his left hand a lot less this round. His cut man needs to get on this job because he's got another round to fight, and I don't know how it's going to go for him. Boxing in circles right now. Inoue walking Nakatani down, lands a right hand, left hook combination on Nakatani, and Inoue takes control this round and wins this round very clearly. Doubles the right hand to end the round here with just a couple seconds left, and the round is over. That's an Inoue round there in round 11. Round 12 coming up, and if Nakatani's corner doesn't tell him he needs a knockout, they're being disingenuous. You know what I mean? Let's check the live betting odds, chat. Let's check the live betting odds. Vicious hook uppercut combination. Oh, straight right hand uppercut combination was nasty at the end of the round. Very nasty by Inoue. Good shit. Inoue definitely caught his second or third wind. You know what I'm saying? And he's ready to roll. Yeah, the betting odds are cooked. Minus 3,000 for Inoue to win the fight. Minus 600 by decision. Nakatani's chances slim to nothing. Okay. Let's see. Too Tight said Nakatani a dog. That's why you don't play with your food. Inoue tripping. Sometimes your day can't be your day. He all right though, for sure. Inoue coming out in the 12th round, very, very aggressive. Nakatani steps towards the middle of the ring and ready to oblige. Hands high and ready to fight. Hard left hand thrown by Nakatani. Looks like it might have slipped through the guards of Inoue just a little bit. A hard left hand, right hand combination for Nakatani lands on Inoue. Inoue steps forward trying to get that back, but he throws a combination and misses multiple. Throws a double right hand, both caught on the guards by Nakatani. One thing about Nakatani, his hand placement on defense has been superb tonight, not getting caught with no stupid shit. Inoue doubles the right hand, misses Nakatani. Throws a counter left hand, misses. Both men exchanging, but both punches being caught. Inoue sneaks a left uppercut in on Nakatani that lands flush. Nakatani not hurt, but it was a clean scoring shot. Both men fighting here towards the center of the ring. Nakatani moving a bit more than Inoue in regards to boxing in a circle. Inoue being more of the pressure fighter this round so far. Nakatani keeps his hands high, stepping forward. Pause towards Inoue to tell him to come in. He steps forward with a double jab. Inoue responds with a right hand. Both men's punches caught on the guard. Nakatani caught with a short right hand by Inoue in an exchange and doubles the right hand but misses the second one. Nakatani pivots out and throws a sweeping left hand that misses. Inoue slips it. Inoue throws a double jab right hand that gets through. Throws another right hand to the chest of Nakatani that gets through. Inoue has taken control of the fight back as Nakatani put a valiant effort in the 9th and 10th round. Inoue looks to close strong. He takes a glance up at the clock with 1:20 seconds left, as if to say, I know I have this one won. Let me just go ahead and finish the work. Nakatani throws a two-punch combination caught on the gloves of Inoue. Inoue stepping forward with his hands high, willing to receive a little bit of the work of Nakatani to get him to open up. Left hand gets through for Nakatani. Inoue steps back to take some of the luster off of the punch. Inoue steps forward with a short jab that misses Nakatani. Nakatani steps in with a jab left hand, misses both shots, steps forward with a jab, brushes against Inoue. Inoue standing in a high guard. Nakatani throws a three-punch combination, punches against the guard of Inoue. Inoue steps in with a touch jab, doubles it. Nakatani moves around a little bit. Inoue flicks a right hand. Nothing eventful. Throws a jab, throws a right hand, both caught by Nakatani. Nakatani pivots out the way. 35 seconds left here in the 12th and final round. Nakatani steps forward towards Inoue. Inoue steps forward towards Nakatani. They exchange jabs. Nakatani shoots a left hand that looks like it brushes against the chest of Inoue as Inoue takes a half step back. 20 seconds left. Nakatani throws a jab left hand, misses both shots as Inoue steps out of range. Throws a sweeping left hand again. Inoue pulls back from it, throws a right hand of his own, missing Nakatani as well. Both men flicking shots out and missing by a mile on each other as this fight comes to a close. Nakatani steps towards Inoue, feigning, posturing, and the fight comes to an end. The men embrace each other, smile, and show immense respect for one another, as I believe we have another decision victory for Naoya Inoue if this fight gone the way I see it. If this fight has gone the way I see it. You know what I'm saying? Ian Too Deep says Inoue is a premier boxing superstar in Japan, frequently hailed as the legitimate superstar and ranked second among men in popularity. No draw. Yeah, it's not gonna be a draw. He clearly won this fight though. Nakatani didn't do enough. Too Tight said it will be a decision for Inoue will take it. Yeah, it should be a unanimous decision. Fair and square though. Nakatani didn't earn a draw. I'm with you.
Classic.
I'm with you. But we will sit and wait for the final decision before I get up out of here. All right. We will sit and wait for the final decision before I get up out of here. Remember, I will be calling the Benavidez and Zurdo Ramirez fight. Let me check on the while we wait on the decision. Let me check on the undercards of that fight. Benavidez versus Zurdo undercards. Let's see who all fighting on the card, chat. So we got Armando Resendiz defending the belt that he got from Caleb Plant against Jaime Munguia. That's gonna be a slugfest. Super lightweight fight between Oscar Duarte and Angel Fierro. We got a super welterweight fight, Isaac Lucero versus Ishmael Flores. Here we go. We about to get the call, chat. We about to get the call. Let's see what the decision is. I'm gonna mute y'all right quick. Yeah, Inoue wins by unanimous decision. 116, 112 on 2 cards, 115, 113 on 1 card. Inoue retains his titles in a reasonably clean unanimous decision victory. I don't think Inoue is going to clean up his technique in the way of having his chin all high up in the air and shit. So I think he need to leave Tank alone. He could probably just throw his career on cruise control, keep fighting out there, being an attraction, and keep it pushing. Now I'm with you, Too Tight. I was with you. I saw it the same way. But yeah, man. As far as the undercards for the Benavidez and Sergio Ramirez fight, we got Resendiz versus Jaime Munguia and Duarte versus Angel Fierro. If anything, I may call the Armando Resendiz versus Munguia fight, but I doubt it. I think I'm only gonna call the Benavidez fight. I may come up a little bit early so we could just talk some boxing while the fights are on, but I don't think I'm gonna call Resendiz versus Munguia. I might talk about it while it's on, but I don't know if I'm gonna call it play by play like this. It actually takes quite a bit of energy, more so than y'all would think, calling these fights blow by blow for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? It really does. But yeah, man.
Classic.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Too Tight for the call. He said, what will be the game plan for Malik Scott for Zurdo to win? Just punching with Benavidez. Honestly, I think Benavidez, because he likes the combination punch so much, if you can hurt him, which we don't know if anybody can because he got a really strong chin, but if you punch with anybody who's throwing a 3 or 4 piece or a 5 piece, you're going to land something, especially if you know how to put some mustard on a good short shot. If somebody throwing a 3-4 piece and you can punch with them, you can land something in between. I mean, that's how David Morrell caught Benavidez. He had Benavidez's legs stiffen up a little bit. His legs definitely stiffened up a little bit. He counterpunched him. He punched with him, and Benavidez fought through it, but he definitely caught his ass. So I think Zurdo needs to punch with Benavidez. He's the bigger, stronger man. I don't think Benavidez has one-punch knockout power, which is what I've been telling y'all. The power is in his combinations. Benavidez himself has been saying that leading up to this fight, but I told y'all last months ago that was the case. And so because of that, I believe that Zurdo can take risk, right? Because he knows he can take a clean shot, you know what I mean? And if he can land right on the button, you know, both of these men are humans. You might see Benavidez have to pick his ass up off the canvas to get the job done tonight. Jordan said, thank you for the coverage. Bye. I'll check you tonight. For sure. Appreciate you. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. But yeah, man, we finna slide on up out of here, man. Inoue giving his speech in Japanese. You know we don't know what that is. We don't know what he talking about, chat. So we ain't gonna act like it, man. But shout out to Inoue. Shout out to Nakatani. And shout out to Chat 333 for tapping in with me. Before y'all leave, man, make sure that y'all go to at Classic Codes Sports and tap in, man. Make sure y'all go to Classic Code Sports and like and subscribe.
Hey, y'all. Hit the like and subscribe button while you're here. Classic really appreciates it.
Yes, Lord, man. If y'all don't do nothing else for me, make sure y'all stick to the codes. We got another classic. Yeah.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. But watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul. Oh no. They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'ma hand to my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't have farted. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gonna be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes, letting y'all know it's okay, you can come up from the bottom. Scraping, scratching, clawing. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balance, I started with falling. Started with broke before ever was balling. Started with hope before ever reward. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing?